Boba Fett to me was one of those surprise characters to come out of the Star Wars universe to get a very huge popularity surge. And I like when we first see him, I'm not counting his appearance in episode 2, I'm counting his appearance in episode 5. Vader says this one line of dialogue that immediately says, okay, Boba Fett is a dangerous, cunning badass. He says this line, I want them alive, no disintegration. When he speaks to Boba Fett personally, and Boba Fett just says, as you wish. And like, okay, so Vader knows his reputation, so basically that is a big compliment. So if Vader knows his reputation and is warning him not to do this, then yeah, this guy's a big deal. And a lot of people say he was like one of the only reasons why the Star Wars Holiday Special would be considered a success, because it was Boba Fett and he showed up. And then you saw him in episode 2, he was just a kid. Turns out he's just a clone based off of Jango Fett and was made as a son to him. And we know what happens to Jango Fett, how he gets killed off through decapitation. And you start to really feel sorry for Boba Fett in the Clone Wars series. Like, here's a kid who knows only about being a clone, being part of Kamino, and his dad's dead. He has nothing left in his life. All he wants now is just revenge on Mace Windu. And I'm saying, go get that evil Jedi SOB, because I really, really hate Mace Windu a lot. And and I kind of understand Boba Fett's motive. Like, his life has been pretty much destroyed, and now he's in the wrong crowd, pretty much. And it's all because of Mace Windu. And then, like, he later does some bounty hunter activities and gets a reputation, and by the time episode 5 hits, and I have to be honest, I hated the way he was killed off, pretty much. Like, I think everyone can agree to that. Like Han Solo's blind and he just gets knocked down and falls into the Sarlacc pit and dies, pretty much. Like, he was eaten. And in the expanded universe, it was because Mandalorian armor, his willpower, his jetpack, he managed to escape the Sarlacc pit. However, since that is no longer canon, we don't know what's going to happen to Boba Fett. Is he dead? Is he alive? Does he appear in the new Star Wars films? No one knows, and yeah, everyone might be pissed about that. But there is a positive outline about Boba Fett, is that there's been word going around that he might actually be in a Star Wars anthology film. They might make a movie about him. And I'm saying, oh yeah, I can't wait for that. I want to see what Boba Fett was doing. Like, since this is in the new canon, I want to see what Boba Fett did during the between episodes to from the Clone Wars series to episode 5. Love to see what he's going to do in there. They even had a video game in production about him called 1313, and they canceled that when Disney bought out LucasArts. So, wasted opportunity there. And yeah, there was a lot of things Boba Fett was handling. Like, they were going to give him his, like, from what I gathered, 1313 was going to be part of this big multimedia project. Like, they were planning to make a live action series, I think. Like, this was just what I heard. Like, there was going to be a live action series around it. It involved Boba Fett. They were going to have him show up a lot in this live action series. Uh, and I think they might have been wanting to bring him back officially canon, but they didn't. And yeah, Disney pretty much said, nope, scrap all that. Boba Fett's a bad guy, therefore he has to die. What a waste. And like in the expanded universe, you see what he does. He becomes Mandalore. He is pretty much part of the Mandalorians again. He's finally found his purpose in life. He's finally found a home he can call to his own, which is the Mandalorian race. And he can lead them to a new group and whatnot, and a new salvation. And yeah, he finally gets a lot of things, albeit through some hardships, such as having a love interest that never worked out so well, and having a dog that hates his guts and tried to hunt him down. Unfortunately, died. Um, yeah, he did not have the greatest life. In fact, I can honestly say he possibly has the worst life, and he's not a Sith. Yeah, like, this is possibly the worst worst kind of Star Wars character to have that kind of life. Like, had a decent upbringing, then everything was taken away from him. Had a love interest, had a lover, and he screwed that up because, well, he didn't know how to raise a family. He only knew how to kill. And yeah, he's pretty much one of the most tragic falling characters in Star Wars that wasn't a Sith Lord or a Jedi. So I have to give credit for that. Give credit for that kind of backstory and history. Well, everyone, this was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.